In this week's Parashat Vayeitzei, we see the story of evil versus good. Those who only care about materialistic objects, and those who care to be honorable and do the right thing. Having been sent away by his mother, Yaakov travels to Lavan, where he meets Rachel, whom he wants to marry, and strikes a deal with Lavan that he will marry her for 7 years of work. When he finishes the first 7 years, he finds out that the first woman to marry is Leah instead of Rachel. Lavan excuses his actions by saying that it is not customary for the younger sister to marry before the older. So he strikes another deal with Yaakov that he will work another 7 years for Rachel's hand. Now he marries her, Rachel, after a week. A week after he marries Leah, he marries Rachel, though he agreed beforehand to work another 7 years for Rachel. And Yaakov lives up to his promise. He lives up to the agreement he made with Lavan, even though Lavan tricked him the first time. After which, he works the 7 years, and he works another 6 years, and he complains that Lavan has changed his wages 10 times. Over and over again, Lavan tries to trick Yaakov. Not only tries, he succeeds. He takes everything from him, even though Yaakov has made Lavan richer than he could ever have imagined. Some would say, in Israel especially, that Yaakov was a sucker, a freiel, like they say in Israel. But he was not. He was honorable. He stood by his word. He stood by what he believed to be the right thing to do. And when Hashem tells him at the end to go back to his household, he turns to Leah and to Rachel and emphasizes and tries to explain that he has done everything possible to make things work, and that Lavan has cheated him over and over again. It is so important for him, for his family, to understand that he is not tricking, he is not stealing anything, he has done everything possible, but he has to take them with him, and he has to go from there, because they are in the midst of pure evil. After he travels for 3 days, Lavan catches up to him. And in the face of Lavan, even though Yaakov fears him for no good reason, he stands up to him. He does not back down. Today we stand facing an enemy, fighting an enemy, brought about the trickery that they themselves, together with the world, have brought upon Israel, making Israel believe, at least the people in charge, that there would be peace, that it was the right thing to do. And we have stood by our agreements up until now. We have stood by them, we have been honorable. We haven't been suckers, we haven't been freiling. We have stood honorably. But now, finally, we get to stand up to them. We get to finally understand who they really are and the trickery they have bestowed upon us. And we have lions, warriors, standing at the front, battling the evil in front of them. Maybe with fear, unjustified fear, but standing nonetheless, destroying the evil before us, and taking Am Yisrael back to its homeland, protected by Hashem, protected by the very covenant we have with Him above. Those who bless us will be blessed, and those who curse us will be cursed. Am Yisrael Chai. Shabbat Shalom.